Okay, and this is the 1850s, and now I'm going to be talking about a growing tension over slavery in the 1850s and why it became such a diverse issue between the North and South, and how Congress attempted to settle these issues in 1850. And I'm going to also discuss the Fugitive Slave Act and how that increased further tensions. So, beginning with slavery in the territories, the United States expanded westward in the mid 1800s, and the question of whether slavery would be allowed in the new territories became one of the many diverse issues between the North and South. The South wanted slavery to expand into new states and territories, believing it was vital for their agricultural economy. But the North, on the other hand, opposed that spread of slavery, and largely because many people in the North saw it as morally wrong and feared that it would give the South too much political power in Congress. So in 1850, Congress tried to address this issue through the Compromise of 1850, but the compromise was crafted by leaders like Henry Clay and Stephen A. Douglas, and it aimed to balance the interests of both sides. And it admitted California as a free state, which pleased the North, but allowed the residents of other territories, like Utah and Mexico, to decide for themselves whether they really want to be deemed a permanent slavery state or a free slave state. And so the most controversial part of the compromise was that there was a passage of the Fugitive Slave Law, which required the northern states to help return runaway slaves to their southern owners. So the law required that runaway slaves, even if they have escaped two free states, they have to be captured and returned to their owners. And so it made it a crime to help runaway slaves. So for the North, the law was deeply unpopular and angered many people who are already morally opposed slavery because now they have to help the Southerners. And the law also created a sense of fear and injustice among the African Americans, both free and enslaved. Many states passed personal laws to resist the Fugitive Slave Act, and it only escalated tensions between the North and South because they weren't following it. The Fugitive Slave Act made the debate over slavery even more heated because it forced the northern states to directly participate in the institution of slavery by showing that they don't support it by not helping turn in the enslaved. And so in conclusion, the issue of slavery in the territories were deeply diverse, and it highlighted a growing rift between the North and South. While Congress tried to resolve these tensions through the Compromise of 1850, the Fugitive Slave Act only made the conflict more intense, and it made it clear that the nation was heading to segregation and eventually lead to the Civil War.